friend saying, I think let's go visit Garcelle today at the beach house. It's not happening. So I think just because of life, and I think you and I were at an event at Sutton store recently, semi-recently. Kathy was there. I mean,
Fun night.
Heather Dubrow won't skip the opening of a fucking envelope, so she was there. Garcelle wasn't there. I mean, isn't that her like best friend? Garcelle wasn't there. So there's no shade. I just think if Garcelle's not sure she's gonna call Sutton, I think next season when we're filming and there's pictures after the hard day of filming, a drink is needed and they're at the Abbey, Kyle Richards and Sutton. The next week, Kyle Richards' birthday party. There she is in the first chair next to her. I just think as they film next season, if Garcelle's not sure she's going to call Sutton, I think it's going to be like, at the end of the day, didn't have my back when I was on that stage and you had Kyle's. I mean, she doesn't run after her when she runs off and doesn't do the cast picture. So I just think, cordial, friendly when they see each other. I don't think Sutton and Garcelle are going to be friends no more, girl.
Wow. The end of a relationship. I know. I never know what friendships are real or not. I thought Dorit and Kyle were thick as thieves.
Nah.
Now the
Kyle is
Garcelle
friends with two people from the show. Kathy Hilton, her sister,
and
and
Andy
uh
Cohen.
and Andy Cohn, three people, and Teddy Mellencamp. That's a real friendship. That is a real friendship, Kyle and Teddy. Yep. I don't know any other people Kyle's friends with from the show. Erica's friendly with Dorit and Rinna. That's the threesome that go out.
While we were on RHOBH
Mm-hmm.
and in the reunions, what do you make of the music writer, songwriter who came out calling out Erika Jayne? Basically, Erica's all about herself, and this is over the song. Of course, we heard Andy Cohen.
Drip, 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 drop. So
Awesome.
funny. I was
And
out.
Nora.
You ever been to Swingers Diner in like Hollywood, West Hollywood? I was there Saturday night and ran into just some random people that story of my life, random
Hollywood's
people.
about.
Oh, it's David from Behind the Velvet Rope. Let's talk Housewives. Let's put glass into my mouth and let me
Oh,
chew it.
okay. I have to stop you right there. That is a lie. You
I don't want to
love,
talk House.
oh
No,
my
I
God,
really
you'll
don't want.
come to our live shows. You'll talk for 6 hours. You,
That's
I'm going to bed. I'm putting my son to bed. Good night. I'm talked out. I'm drank out. I don't believe that for 1 second. I have seen you out. You love to speak of these shows. You're a
I
historian.
at our live show where people have paid $30, these wonderful listeners who I have a life because of these lovely people. Sure, I'll talk Housewives all night at our live show. When I'm out on Saturday night and someone wants to talk about who their fucking favorite housewife is to me, no thank you. No thanks. Well, anyway, these people started talking. Apparently, they know Brooke Candy, and she's not happy. Look, I mean,
Brooke
I'm not
Candy's
s-
the writer.
I'm
The
not
song.
so thrilled with Erika Jayne these days. I'll be honest with you. So I'm sure, yeah, this is exactly how it happened. She didn't want to give the dress person credit. She doesn't want to give these people credit. She wanted it all for herself. Yeah.
Apparently, she hosted an Honora screening at the
Uh-huh.
Grove, thanked
Mm-hmm.
the theater, and never. No, is Erica featured on Drip, or was the song? This is what
Featured.
I was.
She's
Okay,
featured
okay,
on it. And mind
okay,
you, even
okay.
if you give a shout out to this Brooke Candy, even if you give a shout, first of all, Brooke Candy, this is great for you. This is great that you did these TikToks. It's great that it's picked up. Good for you because, like Morgan Wade, I mean, we're not going to know your name as much because, this is a one hit, whatever. But uh, we know your name now, Brooke Candy. I didn't know it before. Like, even if Erica gave her all the credit in the world, you're still Erika Jayne. You're still on the Housewives. You still make $1 million. You're still going to be more famous than this person. It wouldn't have taken anything away from you. Why couldn't you do it? Why couldn't you do it, Erica? Come on, Erica.
Erica Jane. Well, anyway, she is not happy. So there you have it.
What about you and I spend many days? We walk down the streets of West Hollywood, right down the street from where Brits was supposed to be is something about her. You put on the glasses. I go to the
Oh,
Abbey. I love Chiconi's. Drake's is right there. Great area, guys. Bochetta, Louis, best macaroons in all of LA. Brits though, Brits won't be opening on the strip. What do you think about this?
Old from out from underneath her. Business partners never even consulted her. Apparently, the space was owned by Rocco's, is kind of a famous pizza spot out here. They have multiple locations. So sounds like the group that owns Rocco's owned the building. They
Lance
were,
Bass. Isn't that Lance Bass's?
oh, is it?
No, I
I
thought so.
Anyway, they were going to convert it to a Brits WeHo, and then she basically just hears like she says the light fixtures had been picked out, color coordinate, color swabs, whole thing, and then she just finds out like, oh, FYI, we sold the spot.
Listen, Brittany Cartwright. This is the best news possible.
I know. Actually, I think
I mean,
all the
right?
universe is looking. It's just
The
such a hard
universe is
time with
looking out for
inflation.
her.
Ugh, it's so hard. I mean, I got to imagine Jax. I don't know. I mean, I hope Jax is Studio City. When we went out there, he could not have been a lovelier host. Brittany was there. She couldn't have been lovelier. Kristen Doty. They were
I
unbelievable,
told you they're nice.
engaged with the audience, with us, the patrons. But it's such a
And look, it's Studio City. It ain't the same as West Hollywood, but Jax's is in like a main location. It ain't large, but that ain't small. Like that rent has got to be something there. It's got to be something, right? Like, I don't know, right? Like that's a
oh,
pretty decent space.
I think it's $14,000 a month, and
Yeah,
to try to make that money, selling $8 beers and
it's not easy.
$14 beer cheese. And, I mean, it's a nationally known show. So it's like you got to try to win over the locals here, that a lot of them don't watch the show. And then,
Mhm.
I think it's a great destination, of course, when people come into LA that love Bravo. For sure, you ought to go out to
Sure.
Jack's Studio City. But, babe, it's
Mhm.
a lot. It's a lot.
Right. Like if I go to Vegas, sure, I'll stay at the Vanderpump Hotel. I'm not flying to
Really?
Vegas.
Oh,
Well,
no way. I'm staying at the Aria. No way.
I like the Aria. I have some issues with the Aria. We had a
Really?
we had a pretty bad breakup when they decided not to reopen their buffet after COVID. COVID's over. Some people think COVID was a total scam, total political scam, and there is no, real COVID. It was released to discredit certain presidents. We're not getting into politics here today, guys.
But twist
Uh,
our arm and we would.
Someone get Kelly Dodd on the phone. She'll be happy. I'm maybe even implying this, so she'll give me a gold star next to my name. Then she'll slam me and say I have a horrible voice. But
That's fine. It's
the
when she comes
Aria was the
to.
best buffet, girl. Best buffet. Ah, you could have. I mean, listen, you go to some of these Vegas buffets, you have the Italian, you have the Chinese, and then you have the meat. Not at the Aria, honey. You had pad Thai. You had this. You had every Indian food, fresh sushi. Oh, there's every cuisine. You had pancakes, this and that buffet. Anyone who's been to the Aria buffet, it was everything. And now they don't want to open it since COVID. It's fucking 5 years later. It's safe. Open the goddamn buffet back.
I doubt it's over COVID. I think it's probably over cost.
How much they charged? It was
But the money, because food is so expensive now, and eggs and everything to get into your pad thai, they can't have it sitting there. And you got all these food regulations. You got to test it every hour so it doesn't grow bacteria.
girl, the other buffets are